Hey, good morning, everybody. Oh boy. Yeah, I was wondering how long it was going to take me to get back online and discuss about what I talked about just the last video. It seems like it's getting a little more heated in the conversation of transgender for the Women's National Basketball Association. And they cannot seem to make up their mind exactly of what it means to be a woman. As I stated last time in their rules for players for eligibility, it stated that only players who are women are eligible to play in the WNBA. Only players who are women. The problem is they don't have a definition of what they feel is a woman or defined as a woman, and no way of testing if this transgender is a true woman. So, so they're up a creek without a paddle in a sense. And I personally feel that the WNBA afraid to step on toes. They do not want to make a decision on who they're going to allow on their basketball team. Are they going to allow true women, or are they going to allow a transgender woman? They are. I mean, it's stated in their statement last time, if I can find it, that we will continue to have hard conversations, but we will not be used as political pawns. Excuse me, what are you doing now? You are being used as a political pawn because you're not making a definite decision on what it is to be a woman and what you need to be a player on the team. They need to come out and say, okay, if you're transgender, that's fine. Nothing against you. But you have to prove to us that you're a true woman. And how is that? The best way is, I think, is a blood test, a DNA test. You can't change your DNA. But then again, I don't know how legal that is. That's something that we'd have to investigate some more on. But there's got to be a way. If it states that only women can be on that team, then there's got to be a way to decipher between a woman and a transgender woman, or can I say a wannabe woman? Okay, because I'm a firm believer. You're not a woman unless you have the body parts inside and out, and you can push out 6 kids, okay, on your own with no help except for what the doctor's going to give you as far as medication, okay? And those monthly cycles, yeah, let some transgender women have a monthly cycle as painful as I had. Yeah. Then they can maybe declare that they're a woman. And I'm probably going to have people hate me for what I'm saying, but I am a true believer. There's a man, there's a woman, there's nothing else. I mean, I don't have nothing against them. If that's what they want to do to their bodies, go for it. But they're pushing it down our throats. They're pushing it into everything that's been an American pastime, basketball. And you might ask, well, why are you such a big, getting so upset about this? Because you clearly stated in your last video that you're not really a sports person. So what is this the big deal? The big deal is I have granddaughters who are playing sports. One of them right now is in college playing soccer. And if I see these happening in national sports, then what's it going to stop at the college level? What's going to stop at the leagues that the younger girls have? So, and it's clearly been shown that women have no, what's the word I'm trying to say? They can't keep up with men just because of the physical built that they are. Men are built different than women. I'm sorry. So, like I said, some people are going to get online and they're going to tell me you're a disgraceful person. You're a racist. I don't care. I believe this. I believe in it firmly because I have granddaughters that'll be in this situation. AOC said something the other day on a video that I caught of hers, that what is the problem with transgenders wanting to be in women's sports? When you go to elementary school, you see co-ed sports. You go to elementary school and it's not really co-ed sports, it's PE. And they're still young enough to learn how to play games, how to share, how to let other people take a position, how to defend positions, how to play with one another. They're not competing against one another at an elementary level. It's not until they get into junior high and high school that you see that separation because there's more of a competition going on. So now we're faced with the fact that this trend for transgenders to go into women's basketball is getting stronger and stronger. And the more we protested against it, the more we're hated, we're called racist. I really don't care right now. I want to protect my granddaughters and any other women out there. I mean, there have been some stories of some women facing men on a woman's team and have come out injured. So, where's it going to stop? Where is it going to stop? And I really feel it's going to stop with the Women's National Basketball League, but they need to get some cannolis. Cannoli, that was the wrong word, sorry. They just need to get some balls. I'm going to tell you that. And they stick up for what they want, what they believe. And if that's to keep it all women, then let's do it. Let's define what it means to be a woman's basketball team. But again, I feel that they are not wanting to make bubbles, not wanting to step on people's toes. That statement, they don't want to be political pawns. They're being political pawns right now just by what is being said. You've got a couple of girls, Clark and Cunningham, and probably some others that are following them that are supporting girls' sports. And then you've got others like these men who are challenging that eligibility. And how far are we going to let it go? I don't know. I read this today, and it's from the WNBA commissioner, and Kathy Egenberg, I think that's her name. And this is what she said about the meeting. She says, today's meeting covered a wide range of topics, including ongoing decisions on transgender athletes and the continued hate directed at players online. We will continue to engage all league stakeholders in the coming weeks and months. We will approach these important conversations thoughtfully in alignment with values of our league. There are no immediate eligibility matters affecting the WNBA, and we strongly denounce the bad faith efforts to use these topics to demean or marginalize others. Yeah. So they go on to say that, but what happened? What just happened? The player Cantor, he applied, put his application in, and off he's going. And as he stated, he is eligible for all that. Well, I have not seen him dressed as a woman yet. He's saying all this as a man. And if that means that he's making this a joke and using this as a political platform, then that needs to stop. I don't understand these men who are on these men's basketball teams who are making these statements and who are making these stands. Oh, I'm a transgender, so I'm going to apply for eligibility on the women's basketball team. Okay? But yet I have not seen him dress as a woman. I'd like to see that because I'm going to say it's probably pretty ugly. Because I think in order for them to even, that should be another stipulation. If you're transgender and you're going to draft with this team, then you need to be in women's clothing. And you need to be in those women's clothing and act like a woman for so long before you can even apply. But that's me. And again, I'm probably going to be slapped in the face and people are going to hate me for what I'm saying. I don't care right now. Okay? So, things go on. But I don't understand why these men feel that they have to join these women's basketball team when they're doing okay on their own team. Yeah, they're not a Michael Jordan, or I'm not really into basketball, so I don't know the biggest names lately. But they are talked about. Cantor's been talked about. He has videos out on him. Maybe it's not what he wants. Maybe he wants more claim. Maybe he wants more fame. I don't know. And if this is what he's using as a platform to get that fame, then it's wrong. That is wrong. It's just like in the Olympics when they had that one person on there that claimed to be a woman, but clearly was a transgender woman who was and it wasn't until the end of what they was doing. I think it was boxing. No, it wasn't boxing. I can't remember what he did, but it came out after that this was a transgender woman. And I'm sorry. He looked like a boy, and I can't say that that's a stipulation because I'm sorry. There are women out there that have more masculine features and there's some men that have more feminine features. So I can't say that very well. We can't use that as judgment, I guess. But I just don't understand when you're doing okay in your sport. Why not stay in your sport? You're making money. You're living a good life. Stay there. Do what you need to do. Why invade somebody else's sport simply on the fact that you want to become more famous or more well known? And I'm sorry. I think that's the whole thing behind Cantor and the other guy. I don't remember his name. I really think that they're just making a statement like this so that they become more in the news and get more of a name. Because I really think if they're going to make the claim that they can be eligible for the women's basketball team, then they need to come out as a transgender. But we haven't seen that yet. So we'll see how this goes. But I know this is going to be kind of a short video, but I could not go without saying anything. It just irks me that these men feel like they have the right to step into something that they could have cared less. Did anybody hear about Cantor wanting to be in the women's basketball league until all this stuff came up with Cunningham stepping forward and defending girls' sports? No. It was after that he made a claim that he's a transgender and he's going to try out for the eligibility for that women's team. Yeah. All right. That's why it makes me feel like it's all this political stuff. He wants to make a name for himself. And I'm sorry, this is not the way to go. So they made another statement and I like to say this, they go on to say that there are no transgender players in the WNBA or preparing to enter the WNBA. There are no legitimate eligibility matters facing the league. The CBA also states there's only players who are women are eligible to play in the NBA. Goes on to say, despite those facts, transgender athletes have been a large topic of discussion around the league in recent weeks after Indiana Fever guard Sophia Cunningham spoke out on the topic in an ESPN feature. She supported barring transgender athletes from women's sports, which led to an anti-trans protest outside of Fever away games and incident between Seattle Storm minority owner and two Cunningham fans. It goes on to say in this report, naturally, the topic of transgender athletes in the WNBA has gone viral on social media and elsewhere ever since. It's something that's been so co-opted by more than one former men's professional basketball player, too. Recent declarations made by them, a source said, are plainly publicity stunts and the league won't give oxygen to. Well, they are giving oxygen to. They're not defining what a woman is. I think if they defined it, posted it, and said, "Oops, sorry, guy," it would stop. But they haven't done that. Says many within the WNBA, including Minnesota Lynx, Cheryl Reeve, have spoken out about the importance of inclusion. Reeve even wore a short that read, "Trans kids belong," during a recent game against Fever. Yeah, you don't want to be a political pawn, and yet you're letting coaches wear shirts like that. What is that? That's a political pawn. I'm sorry. And you're letting men use this as a way, as a stunt. Again, I said to make themselves more popular, get their name out there more. I'm pretty sure that is. But I think if they went to them and said, "Here, wear this for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever, to prove that you're a trans," then we might consider it. But until then, you haven't proven anything. Nothing. That it's just easy to write up a resume or eligibility. I mean, anybody can do that. I bet I could get on there and find the eligibility thing and fake it all and submit it. That's how easy it is. But they need to make it harder. They need to make it harder for these men who are using this as a stunt to get popular. Goes on to say also by the league's association, the league will always approach the topic thoughtfully, respectively, and in alignment with the long-standing values of our league. Second, our players' eligibility rules, unlike the eligibility rules of some other leagues and governing bodies, are collectively bargained. Lastly, preserving the integrity of our team or of our game and ensuring fair competition will always remain among the league's highest priorities. I'm sorry. Fair competition. If you allow a 6-foot transgender man who claims to be a woman into a basketball team, that is not fair competition. Muscular mass is greater than a girl's. Speed, endurance, all that is greater. That is not fair competition. I am sorry to say, not fair competition. And she goes on to say, we recognize that this is a complex and nuanced topic, and we will continue to have important conversations with all of you and the Players Association in the weeks and months ahead. Weeks and months ahead? Make a decision now. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, I don't understand this. Weeks and months ahead. How long does it take to make a decision what a true woman is and who you're going to let on your team? Yeah. Um, it goes on to say we embrace just equality, diversity, and inclusion. Those are the values that unite the union and allow it to protect women's sports while creating transformational change. Hate, abuse, and demonetizing of any person or group of people, including transgender people, only fuel fear, division, and harm. And we will continue to have hard conversations, but we will not be used as political pawns. Well, you are. They are being used as a political pawn because these guys are using it as a stunt to increase their popularity and their names. You know, I really think the association for the women's basketball teams need to get tougher. They need to make a decision. They need to go to these men and say, if you truly say you're a transgender man or a woman or whatever you want to call them, prove it. Prove it right now that you are. And some of them would probably back out. So why aren't they asking them to prove it? I don't know. Cantor put in his paperwork. So they should write a letter back and say, we want you to prove that you are a transgender and show us the proof. But no, he still got his beard. He still has really masculine when he walks. He's just like, I gotcha. I'm going to, take this eligibility and shove it in your face. That's the way I feel with him. And I don't know about the others because I haven't really seen a lot of them. But you know what? These Women Basketball Association needs to shove it right back. If not, it's going to get bigger and it's going to get harder. And we're going to end up with transgender on the women's basketball team. Whew, I think that's all I have to say today. But it's been building up for a couple of days. I'm sorry. And I just couldn't hold my tongue anymore. And I'm sorry. If you don't like it, then don't watch it. If you have a comment, make a comment. I understand there's two sides to this story. And I stand firmly to what I believe. If you hate me for it, then hate me for it. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. I truly believe in what I believe in. And I can't be sorry for that. And like I said, I don't have anything against the transgenders or the gays. I mean, they can live their life how they want it. What I object to is being shoved down my throat and being shoved into my life. I mean, they're talking about if these DSA group people are talking about us having to wear badges stating what our pronouns are so that there won't be any mistakes. Excuse me? Yeah, that's how it's been going. So I think as an American citizen, there are topics that we need to stand up for. And this is one topic I'm standing up for. Girl sports, men's sports, leave them as they are. We'll just see how far it goes. Okay? But if you like me today, then press the like button. Press the notification button so you make sure you get some notifications when I have a new video. And if you feel like subscribing, please do so. It really made me feel good if you did. Also, if you're interested in doing a YouTube video, then I will have the link down in the description box for you. And it's a wonderful program. It's through school, SKOOL. Yeah, I think there for a minute if I was spelling it right. I was a teacher, you know. And Kevin and Michelle are wonderful people. They'll help you out. They give you pointers. They direct you in the way that things are going. YouTube's changing. They're going to help you understand how YouTube is changing. You don't have to really do much except get on there and talk. Like me, I was going to go in one direction, and lately I've been going in this direction of just talking on topics that have really hit my soul. But you know, you don't have to do anything special. Just talk. Get your point of view out there. As a senior citizen, it's important again. Get your point of view out there. Think about what you're saying. Act upon it. It keeps our mind young. So again, I will have the link down in the description box. My tongue is getting tired, so I think I'm going to call it a day. I wish you guys a happy day. I hope it goes good for you. It's beautiful out here today, but a little chilly. So remember, be happy, be creative, and I'll see you on the next video.